Okay, so let's get ourselves ready for our afternoon, early evening practice. So get yourself a blanket to lay on, something that's going to just give you a little bit of additional warmth and comfort, both of which are real big priorities in restorative yoga. Have a folded blanket for underneath your head. Have a bolster for underneath your knees. Have a couple of blocks for underneath your feet. So we're getting to that time of year where it can get a bit chilly at this time of day. So if you feel like you're going to be chilly, then have a blanket. Just cover yourself over. And just allow yourself to gently release down into the floor. So spend a little time to really ensure that you're feeling comfortable. If after a few moments it feels like you're not sitting in a straight laying in a straight line, or you could be in a straighter line, or the bolster is in the wrong place, or the blanket is in the wrong place, or your arms are in the wrong place, just adjust until you feel comfortable. If you want to cover your eyes for darkness and quietness, then you can put a eye pillow over your eyes, or just cover your eyes with a hood or a dry flannel. Just allow yourself to rest into the floor. Give yourself permission to relax. Give yourself permission to relax. Allow the muscles to completely let go. Just feel how the body connects to the ground, how it connects to the supports. Draw your attention into the soles of your feet. Draw your attention into the soles of your feet and allow the soles of your feet to consciously relax. Let the muscles soften, muscle and the bones totally relax and release. Draw your attention onto the tops of your feet. And then gently relax the tops of your feet. Feeling the muscles soften and unhook themselves from the bone. Just letting the muscle completely relax, letting the bones relax. Draw your attention into your shins. Just feeling the muscle and the flesh. And then allow the muscles to completely release, to soften on the bone. Allow the front of the shin to sink into the back of the shin. Relaxing the shins, allowing that relaxation to reach up into the knees, into the kneecaps. Allow the fronts of the thighs to sink into the backs of the thighs. Consciously releasing the muscle of the thighs, unhooking the muscles, allowing the legs to become heavy. But ironically, out of that heaviness comes lightness, radiating from the bones. Allow the fronts of the legs to sink into the backs of the legs, from the thighs to the shins to the feet. Just letting the legs completely relax into the floor. Relax the hips and the pelvis, and relax the abdomen. Allow the abdominal region to become soft. Relax the abdomen and the hips and the legs and the feet. And then allow that relaxation to reach up into the chest, into the area between the ribs, into the intercostal muscles. Allow them to consciously relax. Relaxing the chest into the ground. Relax the chest and the shoulders. Feel that you can release tension from the upper arms, from the elbows, from the wrists. Relax the upper arms into the sockets. Relax the lower arms into the floor. Relax the backs of the hands, the fronts of the hands sinking into the backs of the hand. Relax the hands into the floor, relax the forearms and the upper arms and the shoulders, and allow that relaxation to reach up into the neck. Soften into the neck and reach up into the skull. Soften the skin of the face. Allow the skin of the face to completely relax. Relaxing from the face to the feet, allowing the body to completely release into the ground. Just allowing the body to bask into the floor. Just basking in the relaxation, just the pleasant sensations of the pose. When you're ready to disturb yourself, just gently wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster. Just stay down for a breath or two. Just have the feet apart and the knees together. resting yourself into the floor. And then gently roll over onto your right side. Just stay down for a breath or two. And then straighten out the top leg. Come back into a seated position. Just sit yourself in cross legs for a moment. Just observing your energy. How it's changed from the beginning of the session. Okay, you can move the blocks away for your feet. And we're just going to go into our mountain brook pose. This is really nice for just stretching out the shoulders. So unfold your blanket and have it so that it's this kind of quarter fold. And then just fold it down the center so you've got quite a chunky little mini bolster, and you're going to have that for your shoulder blades. You might want, if you've got stiff shoulders, you might want some additional kind of blocks for your hands, so have those for your hands. The laptop's going to run out of battery. Okay, back. Okay, so just have the bolster underneath your knees, and then you just come down. The little mini bolster is underneath your shoulders. Bring your head down onto the floor, and then you're just going to stretch your arms over your head like this. If there's stiffness in your shoulders, just have a lift underneath your hands, just block or whatever put underneath your hands. Again, just make sure that you're warm. So this is really nice for stiff shoulders. It's also really nice just to bring your focus into your energy. So again, as ever, just adjust until you feel comfortable. If it feels too strong to have your arms over your head, you can just have them to the side. So as you know, as we progress into the other sequence poses, then I'll speak less and less so that you don't have to spend the time listening. You can just spend the time relaxing. So I'll just talk you in and out of the poses, but otherwise I'll let it go quiet. then when you're ready, just bring your arms down to the side. Just bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster, and then just very gently roll yourself over onto your side. Come up, just come up into a seated position. Just observe your energy, how that has changed. Okay, just get if you've got an oblong bolster, it's always good for this, but either bolster will be fine. I'm just going to do a little spinal twist. So your knees just bend like this, bolster is just close to the hip, and then you're going to lift yourself up and then lengthen yourself out along the bolster. Let your head rest on the same side as your knees, and then let your elbows go wide. So there shouldn't be any support by your arms. You should just drape over the bolster and just allow yourself to just rest into the bolster. Have your elbows wide enough apart so you're not supporting your weight with the bolster. So this is really nice, just gentle supported spinal twist. If it's too strong, you can move your knees up or down. Just feel where you can get comfortable. Push your hands into the floor underneath your shoulders, and then push yourself up into cross legs. Just again observe how Energy changes with each pose. And then when you're ready, just bring your other hip close to the bolster. Keep the knees bent like you did on the other side. And then again, lift the chest as you lengthen it along the bolster. Rest your head on the other side with your chin in the same direction as your knees again. And then allow yourself to drape over the bolster. If it's uncomfortable in your back, you can bring your knees a little closer to the chest just to soften it. Just allow yourself to rest into the floor. Okay, push your hands into the floor, just push yourself up into a seated position, just come into cross legs for a moment. Observe your energy, observe how your energy has changed. These poses really often help to lift your energy. If you're a bit tired, these poses are really helpful. We're going to do our supported bridge pose. So get your folded blanket and then unfold it so that it's a kind of a big, it's like a quarter fold again. And then I want you to roll up roll it to about halfway. So you've got this little support for underneath your neck. It's really nice. It feels really, really nice. So you're gonna you might need it bigger or smaller, but you'll find that out in a moment. You're gonna come down onto the floor, have a bolster, and then you're gonna bring your head so that your neck kind of slots in, or that roll kind of slots into your neck. And then you lift yourself up, you slide the bolster underneath, and then you can either keep your arms to the side or you can raise your arms over your head like this. So you just come into the pose, and the little roll underneath your neck just gives you a really nice support for the neck. Like I say, once you're there, you might have to just make a couple of adjustments to make sure that you're in line and you're comfortable, and that the roll is kind of big enough, or not too, or small enough so that it doesn't kind of create discomfort. It just creates support. So have your arms over your head or to the side, whichever feels most comfortable. Your lower back, your lumbar area is supported by the bolster, and you can just allow yourself to release into the floor. So this gentle inversion brings comfort into the neck and the shoulders, gives the immune system just a gentle boost, and it brings quietness to the mind. Okay, lift the seat bones, just slide the bolster away, just so that it's underneath your knees. You can stay with the rolled blanket underneath your head, or if you prefer, you can just fold the blanket up as usual. Just have the bolster underneath your knees, have the blanket either you can leave it rolled or just have it folded as normal underneath your head. And just allow yourself to, just for the last couple of minutes, just engage with the positive energy that you have created through your practice this evening. Through our simple relaxation poses, connect with our inner energy. Feel how your body feels full of lightness. Observe the energetic lightness that radiates from the bones into the muscles, to the muscles and the organs. Just enjoy that feeling of energetic lightness radiating from the bones and into the muscles and the organs and the flesh and the skin. Use your in-breath to draw, in-breath and out-breath to draw your energy down into the tips of the toes, all the way up into the tips of the fingers and all the way up into the top of the head. And wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Bring yourself back into this pose of Shavasana. And then bend your knees, bring your feet onto the bolster, have the feet apart and the knees together, just resting your lower back into the floor. And then roll over onto your right side, just stay down for a breath or two. Stretch out the top leg, come back up into a seated position. Just going to cross legs, just a final spinal lift. Bring your hands into Namaste. Spend a moment to bring your breath down into the abdomen. Be conscious of the energy that you have released through your practice. A good, positive, healthy flow of clean energy that the relaxation poses bring to the body and the mind. And then draw your chin down to meet your chest. Acknowledge the positive energy you have created inside and then send some of that positive energy out into the world. And then gently release the backs of your hands down towards your knees, palms facing upwards. Just bring the tip of the index finger together with the tip of the thumb. Gesture of wisdom and physical intelligence and peacefulness that we can carry with us into the rest of our evening. And then gently open your eyes and allow your focus to gently come back. Thank you very much. So hopefully you feel as though you've really lifted your energy and given yourself some good positive energy to put into